The moment you finally go quiet, the chaos suddenly gets louder, not because you did something wrong, but because your silence stopped feeding something they depended on. That's the part nobody warns you about. The second you stop reacting, stop explaining, stop answering every text within 2 minutes, a narcissistic person can feel the shift immediately. It's almost like they sense when you're emotionally pulling your energy back. And for some of them, that silence feels more threatening than any argument ever could, because arguments still give them access to you. And that's what this is really about. Access. A lot of toxic people don't just want communication. They want emotional control. They want proof they can still affect your mood, your thoughts, your peace, your nervous system. So when you suddenly stop reacting the way you used to, it creates panic underneath the surface. At first, they may try harder. More texts, more calls, random check-ins, fake emergencies, sudden kindness, strange emotional speeches that seem to come out of nowhere. And if that doesn't work, the energy can flip fast. Now you're cold. Now you're acting different. Now they accuse you of talking to someone else. And honestly, that accusation usually says more about their mindset than yours. A manipulative person often assumes you think the way they think. So if they disappear emotionally when they're focused elsewhere, they assume your silence must mean the same thing. In their mind, distance automatically means replacement. That's why your quiet can trigger such a strong reaction. But here's where it gets even deeper. Some narcissistic people won't chase you at all. They'll mirror your silence right back at you. They'll pretend they don't care. They'll wait, hoping the discomfort pulls you back in first. Because they've learned something over time. Silence makes emotionally exhausted people panic. And when you panic, you reach out. That's the cycle they often rely on. So suddenly you're sitting there wondering if you overreacted, if you should text first, if maybe they were never that bad. Meanwhile, they're waiting for the emotional door to reopen. And this is why breaking the pattern feels so uncomfortable at first. Your nervous system got trained to respond, to fix, to explain, to chase peace. So when you finally stop engaging, your body almost feels guilty for choosing yourself. But healing sometimes looks very quiet before it looks powerful. And yes, some people absolutely become more aggressive when they feel your energy slipping away. They may create tension in the house, become louder, more critical, more dramatic, more emotionally unpredictable. Not always because they hate you, but because they feel themselves losing influence over you. That loss of control can expose behaviors you never fully noticed before. And the hardest truth? Sometimes your silence becomes the mirror they can't stand looking into. Because once you stop reacting, they're left alone with themselves. That's why protecting your peace matters so much. Not to punish anybody, not to win, but because constantly living in emotional survival mode slowly disconnects you from who you really are. You deserve relationships where silence feels safe, not like a countdown to emotional chaos. And if this message found you at the exact moment you needed it, don't ignore that feeling. There's a reason more people are waking up to these patterns and finally choosing themselves again. Stay grounded. Protect your energy. And remember, sometimes the most powerful response is the one you never send. If this resonated with you, subscribe to TF, like the video, and keep watching. Somebody out there is finally finding the words for what you've been silently surviving. This content is for awareness, education, and personal growth purposes only. Every person and situation is different, and these behaviors exist on a spectrum. Always prioritize your emotional well-being, personal safety, and professional support when needed.